Hi everyone, I'm Wendy, and today I'm showing you how to make my mom's vegan baked beans. I mentioned these a couple weeks ago in my What I've Been Eating Lately video, and there were several people who requested the recipe. So here it is. We start with 2 cups of dried navy beans, and we like to cook them in our Instant Pot, but if you'd prefer, you can cook it on the stovetop. This is a no-soak cooking method, so we simply sort the beans and rinse them really well. I've already done that. I do recommend sorting through your dried beans because I have found a stone or two on occasion. If you prefer to soak your beans for better digestibility, feel free to do that and then cook following the package directions either on the stovetop, or you could still cook it in the Instant Pot for a shorter amount of time. But I'm simply adding the dried and rinsed beans to my 6-quart Instant Pot, along with approximately 6 cups of water. It doesn't have to be exact, you just want to make sure that the water level is about an inch or two above the level of the beans. We're going to drain off any excess liquid so you don't have to measure it perfectly. Then I close the lid up and I'm cooking it at high pressure for 35 minutes. I usually go ahead and let this fully natural release, but if you wanted to, you could do a quick release. Once the beans are cooked, I'll drain that excess liquid and then I'm adding it to a slow cooker. And then I'll add all of the other ingredients. I have 1 medium red onion finely chopped and about 5 large cloves of garlic. You can use more or less garlic to your taste. Next, I'm adding all of my spices. I have a tablespoon of dry mustard, a tablespoon of smoked paprika, a teaspoon of cumin, and then I'm using a salt substitute. You can add salt or your favorite salt substitute to taste. Then I'm adding a 15-ounce can of no salt added tomato sauce. I also have 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. Next is 4 tablespoons of date syrup, 2 tablespoons of blackstrap molasses, 2 teaspoons of a low-sodium tamari. You could also use soy sauce or Bragg liquid aminos, or if you're avoiding salt, you could omit this and maybe substitute something like a flavored balsamic vinegar. I'm also adding 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar, a tablespoon of yellow mustard, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, and about 1 1/4 teaspoons of liquid smoke. Then I simply stir everything together, and then I'm adding about 1/4 cup of water. You can add more or less water as needed if your beans start to dry out while they're cooking. And then I recommend cooking these on low all day long, or at least 8 hours. These beans get tastier and tastier the longer they cook or the longer they sit in the fridge, so they're even better the next day. So if you're taking these to a family gathering, I recommend making them the day ahead. And that's all there is to it. I know people like recipes with few ingredients, and this one seems to have quite a lot. But I think every ingredient adds a little something to these beans. As my mom was formulating them, she tried and tested multiple different variations, and she kept tweaking things here and there, and this is what ultimately ended up being the best flavor that we all loved. But feel free to adjust to your own tastes. If there are any ingredients that you don't like, you can simply omit them or swap them for something else, and maybe adjust the other seasonings to make up for anything you leave out. And we love to serve this alongside mashed potatoes and gravy and various different vegetables and salads. It's great for a picnic or a carry-in or just as a side dish to any meal. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more plant-based meal ideas. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.